Hey everybody, what's going on? Clint here. I got a chance to go see Allied early, and guys, here's the deal. We're coming up on Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving gives you the chance to catch up on a lot of movies. That's kind of what Thanksgiving is for, right? You get all this extra time off. Maybe there are movies you haven't gotten a chance to see. Maybe there's movies you want to go see again. Maybe it's all about family, and you got to go see all the family-friendly fare that's out there right now. Whatever it is, the point is, Thanksgiving is a time where you get to see a lot of different movies. Like, you can go see 8 or 9 movies this weekend if you really want to. So, if you're going to see Moana this weekend, if you're going to see Fantastic Beasts, Doctor Strange again, whatever it is you want to go see, I want you to add Allied to the list. So Allied is Robert Zemeckis' latest film starring Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. It's about Brad Pitt plays a Canadian officer in World War II who's on a mission in Casablanca, and that's where he meets Marion Cotillard on a mission, and they fall in love, and then they get married, and they have a baby, and then all of a sudden somebody pops up and he says, hey, maybe your wife is not who you think she is. So here's the thing, it's an epic romance that takes place in Casablanca during World War II, starring a bunch of really pretty people doing some spy shit. So you can't not think of Casablanca when you're watching the first half of this movie. And it does have some of that sort of effortlessly cool, you know, handsome people in nice clothes, sexy intrigue kind of vibe that Casablanca had. And then when you get to the back half of the movie, in the, you know, your wife maybe isn't who she says she is sort of territory, then it starts to get into those film noir, cat and mouse, you know, who is this person that I'm dealing with sort of vibe from all of these great film noirs from back in the 40s and 50s. And from there, it's a story about a guy who's struggling to get answers about his wife and how he's dealing with that. Now look, just to be clear, I'm not saying this movie is going to stack up with Casablanca and all those classic film noirs. It's not going to stand the test of time, I don't think, but what it is a good modern example of a film today using some of the techniques that they honed back in the 40s and 50s. And I think Zemeckis is still a guy who's fairly on top of his game. If you look at some of his more recent work at The Walk and at Flight. The Walk, for example, I could have done without the whole first part of The Walk. Like, honestly, the first like 5/8 of that movie I can kind of take or leave, but when he's actually taking that walk, like, that is an incredible, incredible sequence. And Allied has some similar issues to that. I think there are some really exciting set pieces that take place World War II in Casablanca, also in German-occupied France. Later in the movie, there's some great sequences that are really tense and really well made. And when you get to the emotional stakes of the movie, the stuff between Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard, it's not quite as engaging, but it's still very interesting. There's still a really quality filmmaker at work in those scenes. So again, put Allied on your list to go see this weekend. It can be below all the other stuff. It can be below the Moanas and the Fantastic Beasts and the Doctor Stranges. It can be, just make sure it's on there somewhere. Watch Allied, then go back and watch Casablanca, go watch Double Indemnity, go watch Charade if you want a sort of a lighter take on that whole genre. Your parents will probably love it. But for a quieter, sort of more low-key kind of World War II epic romance movie, there's actually a fair bit to chew on here, more so than I would say going to see Doctor Strange or Fantastic Beasts again. For like a 3rd or 4th time, however many times you guys have gone to see it. I'm assuming 3 or 4. All right, everybody, that's what I think about Allied. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. What is your favorite film noir from back in the day? Let me know that in the comments. Click like, subscribe, stick around Cinefix for more movie stuff, and we will see you guys next time. So I printed this out, and the printer was out of color toner, but I think it kind of works for this movie. I was like, drag, I gotta print it out again, but I was like, you know what? I think it works.